Well, this is Pat Walker, Mission Winners, doing a video overview of the ETFs. We go through the ETFs for a very, very important reason, and this is not opinion, this is fact. Leading groups produce leading stocks, and leading stocks produce leading groups. By looking at the ETFs, we can quickly see where there is strength, areas to potentially look further into to make money, but also areas of weakness, areas to avoid. And that also saves us money. So let's go in here and take a look here. Dow Jones, you can always see the name in the upper left-hand corner here on either of these. This is just the ProShares Ultra Dow. And you can see it's hanging in pretty good and good volume here on Friday, and it's trending up, the Dow 30. Continue onwards. First, Trust Dorsey Wright. This one owns the big, kind of like MAXLIST stocks. And it's acting fine, hitting right near new highs. What does that tell us? Well, the rally's okay in a lot of different areas. What does this one tell us? This is gold miners. In 1 second, it says, stay away from the gold miners. It's that simple. Stay away from them. There's no good power there. Maybe it'll bounce. I don't want to play the maybe game. I'd rather take a look for things that are strong and look for entry. So that helps us right there. You know what else is important? Can you imagine it's like, well, I think I'll buy this and don't refer to the chart. And the thing just keeps falling and falling. We don't want to do that. Same thing's true with gold. It's sloppy here. I'd be cautious with that. Biotechnology started to lift up, but it gave it right back. By the way, weekly on the left, daily on the right. Just kind of chopping around here, and you can see there's some distribution in here. So just be a little cautious here. Best thing it could do is base, and it's formed a big cup and handle and take out these tops here, which also corresponds to the tops here. Until then, just got to lay low. And again, there's some distribution coming in, so just be cautious. Let's continue onwards. Oil and gas, nothing. Just don't overthink it. There's nothing there. It's trending down. Leave it alone. Let's focus. We have a limited amount of money and a limited amount of time. Let's focus on opportunity and not play the maybe game. Here we go. And that'll help you. Oh, technology. Look at this. Software technology. Oh, this has been fairly strong. Yeah. Are we involved in technology? Yes, we are. And we have been. Look at the weekly chart. It's been telling us, hey, there's strength here. You might want to look at me. It's that simple. I love it. Nothing fancy. Medicine, kind of hanging in there, but there's still some overhead on the weekly. You look at the daily and say, that doesn't look too bad. But then you look up here and you go, yeah, there were buyers up here that are stuck, okay? Best thing it could do is lift and form a handle. Until then, I'd be cautious with that sector. You could say, what sector is that? Medicine. Mid-cap's kind of hanging in there. Maybe it'll base here and take off. Doesn't look too bad. Improving. Aerospace defense, not a lot of leadership. Leave it alone. Home builders, look at this. We own this, by the way. Look at the daily. Look at the weekly base. Look at the volume that came into it on that bar. That's beautiful. Focus on that. And I'd like to really drive home the point. Watch this. Look at that cup and a handle base and look at the volume. That's what we're after. We bought it through here. We didn't buy it up here. We bought it through here. We added to it. And I'm not bragging. I'm just pointing out. The tactics work. Clean and simple bases. Love them. By the way, when they don't work, here's the beautiful thing. Let's really drive home the point here. Okay? So you buy it right here. It goes up. This is what I used to teach at the meetups. Price is good above the line and bad below. If it starts to lift up and then starts to fail, you don't have to wait way down here to sell it. You will see through studying this through the years, the best ones just push away. They just go. And if they don't, you can sell to keep losses very small. Also, I will tell you, I don't look at 5-minute charts. I haven't looked at a 5-minute chart in years. I rarely look at 10-minute charts. I look at weekly, daily. I'll take it down to 30-minute, hourly, and periodically 10 if it's right near the open to look for that volume surge to buy. Continue onwards here. Here we go. Growth, S&P 500 growth. Well, that's telling us the rally's pretty good in growth stock area. Small cap, all right, or the Russell 2000, still not a lot of power here. Okay, I mean, compare and contrast, you go, oh, this is hitting highs for the move. Oh, this is down near the lows. Leave it alone. Just be cautious with it at this point in time. Although it could lift. I want to go back to this. This could start to lift, and what would that tell us? The rally is spreading out. But right now, nothing there. Real estate's lagging, leave it alone. Transportation's okay, but nothing really great, all right? Regional banks, there's no real power there, leave it alone. Mid-cap's basing, it needs to start showing some power. There's some volume coming into it, but we really need to start to take out the tops of this bar. Till you do, be careful with mid-cap stocks. Oil services, there's nothing there. Here's the weekly, here's the daily. It's trending down. Focus on strength It will really help you. I promise. I promise. And always control risk. Pharmaceuticals is acting okay. Not too bad. Looking at some pharmaceutical stocks. QLD, and this is why we own a lot of the MAXLIST stocks. The big name NASDAQ stocks. That's where money's going. Don't own all of them. Don't need to. But we look for their strength. And you can see this is picking up. What does it tell us? NASDAQ 100, growth stocks, big name growth stocks, they're doing good. And they have been doing good. And that's why we're involved with them and have been. And that's why a lot of them are on the key list. Same thing's true with QQQ. Retailing's acting okay, looking at some retailing stocks. Silver, nothing there. They do the compare and contrast. You go, oh, that's trending up nice. They ain't doing nothing. Leave it alone, move on. And that's good to know. Steel, don't overthink it. There's nothing there. SMH, that doesn't look too bad. And yeah, we're involved in semis and it's been lifting up. It's been telling us, hey, you might want to look at my sector. You might want to look at the stocks in my group. There you go. Continue onwards. Here we are. Spiders hit highs for the move, all-time move. Pick them up. Tells us the S&P 500 is doing okay. I like that. SSO, same situation. Leveraged one right there. There you go. Continue onward. Solar, leave it alone. And by the way, when I'm saying that, I'm not trying to be cute and funny, okay? I take what I do very seriously. I take you all very seriously. I'm just pointing out, we don't need to ponder it. There's nothing here. Leave it alone. Oh, maybe it'll bounce. I'd rather look for things that are strong. Things that are strong normally continue to stay strong. We just look for that safe entry spot. That'll help. Here we go. Small cap, still kind of lagging, nothing special there. Oil, there's nothing great with oil. Consumer discretionary, it's just basing. Maybe it'll start to take off. There's not a lot of power in this right here. A little bit right here, but nothing great. Tells you to be cautious with that group. Aerospace and defense, there's no power in aerospace and defense. Another biotechnology stock, there's no real power in biotechnology. Home builders doesn't look too bad. Oh, isn't that interesting? And yes, are we involved with home building stocks? Yes, we are. And have we been? Yes, we have. Look at the weekly base break right through here and look at the run. And it's basing again here. We've got a couple that might start to take off again. And guess what? If they do, we'll buy more. There you go. Materials, not a lot of power there. Communications is acting okay. There's not a really clean entry, but you could look at it as communication stocks. You could punch up XLC and look for the top 10 holdings. There you go. Continue onwards. Energy, there's nothing there. Financials, kind of picking up. Oh, it's nice to see financials picking up too. That indicates broadening strength in the markets. We like that. Industrial, they're hanging in okay. Technology, oh, look at that. Look how this has been doing. Back here and here. And this is why we have been heavy technology. Think technology, think MAXLIST stocks. Money's going there. You'll see it in the MAXLIST video. Consumer staples, not a lot of power, leave it alone. Healthcare is kind of hanging in, trending. That's okay, not too bad. Consumer discretionary, not a lot of power there. I'd be careful of that. Metals and mining are lagging. Stay away from them. Oil, another energy ETF. How's that look to you? Looks pretty bad to me. Stay away from energy for right now. There's no leadership there. Retail, not a lot of power. I'd be careful with retail. Software's kind of hanging in, but still not a lot of power there, okay? It's very select. One of them that we have, and it's a MAXLIST stock. We have Microsoft, and you'll see it in the MAXLIST video.
I am pleased to inform you that every Monday at noon Central Time, we release a free watch list video. If you've yet to subscribe to the channel, please go ahead and do so. It's absolutely free. The free watch list video is a condensed preview of our key list video that is exclusive for our VIP members. We send it out every night ahead of the next day's market open. Kindly subscribe and hit that bell notification to ensure you receive our free weekly watch list. If you're interested in joining our team at missionwinners.com, please check the description below for the link. Now, let's return to Pat.
The MAXLIST, the big name institutional stocks, big money can flow into these stocks. Here's Apple. Apple's been lagging for a while, but it finally pushed through the 50-day, and that's good to see. Weekly on the left, daily on the right. This is a great tactic. Take it to the 30-minute. Take a look and you can see, oh, there's a small shelf here. Here's the hourly. You can see that small shelf right there. Take it to 10. You've got a small base. There was some distribution going in here. Go back to the daily and you could say, you know, it's a little bit extended, it's pushed through, volume's been okay. There's not a really clean and safe entry right here. There you go. We like simple entries. There's nothing really at this point in time. So just be a little cautious with it. Yes, double bottom, some volume. Best thing this could do is base a couple days, form a small base handle there or a shelf, and then take off. And if it does, we'll be ready. Let's continue onwards. Amazon. We're in Amazon from down lower is weekly, and it's just been working for us. Okay, came here. It's moving around here a little bit. It bounced off the 21-day. We're in good shape with it. There's no super safe entry at this moment, but it is working. It's working, so that's good. Just pointing it out to you. I'm not saying buy it here, but it's for us where we own it, it's acting okay. Continue onwards. Alibaba. Look at the compare and contrast. Well, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look so good. Leave it alone. Look at all the overhead on the weekly. Just stay away from it for this point at this point in time. BIDU, same situation. Leave it alone. Google's picking up here a little bit, and you can see across these tops, there's some volume that came into it, but this could be a candidate for Monday. You could say, Pat, what would you look for? I'm going to nuts and bolts this for you. This is the daily. Take it down to the hourly. Okay, it closed decent on the hourly. Some volume coming into it on the hourly. Here's the 30-minute. See some volume coming into it right there? That gives us conviction. Take it to the 10. Some volume came into it, into the close. You can see. You see this base right here? And I'll draw this to help you. It is a MAXLIST stock. That line's not perfect. I want a really good line for us. I like to be precise here. There we go. What's it need to do? It closed right at the line. The best thing this could do on Monday, first, the market's acting okay. The M emission winners, the market, all right? It pulls back a little bit. This is Google. And then it takes out these highs right here with good volume and a good market. That could be a potential buy on Google. There we go. Now it's a little bit extended on the daily. So how do we control risk? If we buy less shares. We like to buy close to clean and simple flat bases. This one's a little extended, but again, weekly, some strength there. MAXLIST stock, Google, something to watch. And let's continue onward with the MAXLIST. Goldman Sachs, there's nothing there. And, you know, it's lifting off a little bit, but it's not that clean, folks. It's been lagging. However, this is the daily. Look at the weekly. I see a great big cup and it's forming a little handle here. What could this do? And this is a higher price stock that can move. If this takes out the tops of this little handle right here, that could be a potential buy. And that's something that I would watch. Goldman Sachs, taking out these tops. What does it need? Here are the constraints. It needs to lift off with good price action, good volume action, and a good market. But this is a nice weekly for him in here. It'd be nice if it formed, you know, a couple more weeks maybe, formed a nice handle and then took off. But what we want isn't necessarily what it's going to do. So we'll be prepared. Continue onwards. Intel's moving around here a little bit. There's a MAXLIST stock. You see that base there? You see these tops? I'll draw this for you to help you. And again, folks, it's nothing fancy. What else do you notice? Oh, look, volumes picked up these last couple of days. There are clean tops there. Oh, yes, it's a MAXLIST stock. Look at the weekly volume pickup. Take out the tops of this bar. The high on this bar is 48.76. The high on this bar is 48.76. You say, how'd you figure this out so quick? I would like you to remain focused on the H, okay? 48.76. 48.76. You see that? Folks, take that out. That could be a buy if the market's okay. And it needs volume. Always remember, it needs volume. Tells us other people see what we see and they are buying. Volume is the fuel that lifts the ship off the pad, okay? There we go. So there's Intel. Let's continue on. And I also will say this. I'm not saying, oh, it's going to work. No, but from doing this for years, more times than not, it does work. And that's our edge. And this is the other thing I like. I'm going to go back to this. Let's suppose it does break out. Price is good above the line and bad below. If it starts to fall, you could sell for a very small loss. Also, another very important point. This is canceling level 3 and 4. You never buy a full position at once. You ease into the stocks, pyramid into it, and you never, let's suppose your first purchase is 100 shares. You never buy 100 more shares. Buy less shares. Don't pull your average price up too high. That will really, really help you. Yeah, and I used to teach that at the meetups, IBD meetups. Let's continue onwards here. Oh, and credit where credit's due. Bill O'Neill changed my life. I'll just lay that out there right now. MasterCard's been steadily trending. Okay, there was a small shelf base right here. It's a little bit extended right now, not much to do with it, but it is trending. It tells you there's strength in that area. That's nice to know. Meta, we own Meta. We bought it first, we're buying it back here, folks, around 200, okay? And, you know, been a good move. But here we go right here, and it's still working. There was a base here, there was a base here. We're in great shape. It's a little bit extended to buy more. We're in good shape, let her work. Good entry, and note the trend up the ADMA. By the way, this is for everybody. This is the 50-day simple, this is the 21-day exponential, and the yellow line is the 8-period exponential. And I've used that for a long time. There's a lot of research in that. So there we go. We're in good shape. We're just going to let it work. I wouldn't, in other words, it's extended. I don't think I'd buy it here. All right, just telling you. Microsoft, see the clean and simple flat base here? There you go. That was a buy, and we bought it. We're in great shape. We want to add it. It's in good shape. We're just going to let it work and see where it goes. That's it. We don't need to overthink it. Watch how it bounced off the rising ADMA. Trending, closing near the highs. MAXLIST stocks. I love them. Okay, here we go. Next one, Netflix. Started to lift up, gave it right back. It's kind of choppy right here now, okay? There's, you know, it might bounce off the 21-day, okay? But it would be an aggressive entry. Just for what it's worth, I want to share that with you. Aggressive entry there on Netflix, MAXLIST stock. Here we go, NVIDIA. This is the daily. You see the clean and simple flat base? This is the weekly. I made videos on this. You all saw them. We made videos on this before it broke out, not after the fact, before, saying, hey, I really like this. I really like this. And that's good for about 90 points. There you go. I'm not bragging. I'm just pointing out these foundations, technical and fundamental foundations, work. And I'll say it again. Oh, I love the MAXLIST stocks. Man, oh man. There we go. We'll see what it does. I also need to temper it with this statement. Just because it's a MAXLIST stock does not mean it's going to work. But more times than not, it does. And clean and simple bases, hey, there's a clean and simple base back here that we lifted off on also. There you go. In good shape, MAXLIST stock, letting it work. Thankful. Tesla, there's nothing good going on with Tesla at this point in time. Eventually there will be. But right now, it's not there, so we just have to wait. That's simple. Visa, just like MasterCard, is steadily lifting up. No, it's a little extended here. There's no really clean entry on it, but you can see this little shelf right here. I'll do something for you to help you, just so you can see. And that's close enough. All right. That just think that's. No, I'll tell you what I'll do, because I like to do it right. There you go. It's just a simple flat base, folks. Notice this. Look at the volume pickup on that bar, and then more on this bar as it pushed off. There you go. It's working. It's nothing fancy. It's working. Clean and simple flat base. Is there anything to do with it right now? No. Would you buy it here? No. It's too extended. Chasing extended stocks represents emotion, emotional decision making, and high emotions and good decision making are mutually exclusive. So there you go.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.